Hello everybody, it is me, MrGamingGuitarist, back once again after it's been quite a while. Well, at least to me it's felt like quite a while since I did my last Gaming Corner episode, but to me, I don't feel like this deserves to be a Gaming Corner episode, what I'm about to talk about. This deserves to be its own video, because this is something that has really bugged me, really bothered me, really upset me. So the thing is, well, you've probably heard of this by now, but LucasArts last week got shut down by Disney. And so by that, they mean their internal development studio is done. It's gone. And this really upset me because I grew up on LucasArts games and a lot of Star Wars games, and now I know what you're thinking. But most of the Star Wars games that you played weren't even developed by LucasArts. Yeah, you're right. A lot of them, like, from this generation, or from like the past 10 years or whatever, were published only by them. And they did make a lot. They did make a bunch of great Star Wars games. They made X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Dark Forces, Jedi Knight, a lot of those games. And the thing is, they also made a bunch of adventure games. They made The Secret of Monkey Island, Zombies, Ate My Neighbors, and they made Full Throttle, Indiana Jones, and I believe it was called the Temple of Atlantis, and something like that. And it just really bothers me that, like, all those years in work at LucasArts, it's like it no longer exists anymore. Sure, the name is around, but just knowing that the development studio that made it, that made all those great games, is now no longer with us. It's just sad. It really is sad. And the more and more I thought about it, this felt like a sign to me that this whole Disney buying, George Lucas selling all of his companies to Disney, LucasArts, Lucasfilm, Industrial Light and Magic, Skywalker Sound, just hearing that, I sort of had hope for it. Because I thought, listen to me here, I thought that this would be a sign for a great new era of Star Wars, because its creator can no longer fuck it up even more than he already has. That's kind of ironic, right? George Lucas created Star Wars, and then he ended up destroying his own creation. That's just how I feel about it. But the thing is that I hate is that Disney got one of these companies, spent $4 billion on all of these companies, and they were doing this all to shut them down. Just to shut down one of their development studios. I mean, how stupid can they be? And the thing that I really, really hate is that they took, and I know I don't look that mad right now, because I've only been up for like an hour, so I'm still in the process of waking up. But, I mean, how dumb can Disney be by doing this? I mean, but the thing that really, really hurts is that, yeah, LucasArts is track record as of late hasn't been very good. But this looked like a period of a rebirth or a great new era, because, I mean, the last game they made was Kinect Star Wars, and I know we shouldn't be talking about that because it's just so bad, but that is what Disney made them go out on. That was the final thing that they developed. Yikes. And before that, they made The Force Unleashed, which was decent. Force Unleashed 2, but last year we saw Star Wars 1313, and this looked incredible. I mean, you were a bounty hunter in the worst part of the galaxy, and not only that, this was going to be, I don't know if there's been any other Star Wars games rated M, but to my knowledge, this is the first Star Wars game that was going to be rated M. This is going to be dark, raw, mature, gritty version of Star Wars. I really wanted to see that. But now it's never going to happen. Or at least, I don't know, a studio or a developer might pick this up and finish it, but the thing that I really hate is that this game will, no matter what happens to it, it will never live up to the potential that it showed, that it promised that it could do, and that's just really, really upsets me. And the thing that made this look so good is you not only had LucasArts working on it, but you also had ILM working on the visual effects, Skywalker Sound working on the audio for this game. So all of these companies, all of Lucas's companies were coming together to make this one game, and it looked so epic, and it looked like it was going to be so good. And then what is their most logical choice? They shut them down right in the middle of making it, to where it just gets on hold, on status, on ice, for an indefinite amount of time. That, it just, oh god. I mean, like, hearing this, I mean, I'm happy that there is a new Star Wars movie being made. And I'm glad that George Lucas is not writing or directing this one. So this looks, and they're bringing back the old cast, and I have really high hopes for it. But the thing is, Disney is trying to put all their efforts into making Episode 7. And the thing that I hate is that they're getting rid of everything else that has nothing to do with what their new plans are. But it's kind of the way, okay, of course, I'm not a businessman. I'm fully aware of that before you start saying all of this. But the thing that I can't stand is that, I mean, this was going to make a lot of money for them, obviously. So why would they stop doing that? I mean, they couldn't even have the decency to let LucasArts finish and release 1313. I mean, why? It just blows my mind that they would have the audacity, the nerve to do that. I really, really don't have anything else to say, but that's just what my thoughts are on LucasArts as a development team no longer being in existence. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, and I only have 3 words to finish this off with, or 4, technically. Fuck you, Mickey Mouse.